good gamers? It's your boy Stevie Blunder back again with another non-official OTS store, non-official local deck profile. What's your name? What did you play?
Yo, it's Jesse. I'm back again. 2P, and this time I played. I always play the Lucario Turbo.
Let's go.
Just kidding. I played Salamangreat.
God damn it.
So I played VW last tournament, and after mastering that deck, I felt that I didn't feel super strongly about what I wanted to play, and so I went for a deck that I played for a long time and I felt comfortable with, just to have some fun. And happened again, man. Happened again.
Any shoutouts before we begin?
Yeah, shoutouts to my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JSimX. I never do Yu-Gi-Oh content, but if you like Risk of Rain 2,
let's go.
Sometimes World of Warcraft, I'll be streaming that. Shout out Stevie Blunder _ on Twitch.
It's no longer an underscore. We got it removed.
Oh, let's go.
Let's go.
Yo, Stevie Blunder with no underscore, correct? And yeah, shoutouts to all the homies who came with me. And let's do this profile.
Let's get into it, brother.
All right, so we'll talk about standard stuff. So Stallio came back off the list, and people don't know how to play this deck, so they're playing all sorts of random garbage like Reclusia. We're just maximizing on our threes. I opted for this card over Sea Archiver, which was the other card that I was testing out because this is also a starter. That's and it outs floodgates that give me problems. Also, this deck is just like super explosive with access code talker these days, so Spinny just being really good link material and having a reason to play 3 of it again is really nice.
Did you ever make access code talker today?
No.
When he spent $120 on it today.
112. Let's go. 2 Jack Jaguar. There are a ton of banish effects running around in the format. Of course, Called, but also DD Crow, El Shaddai Aerial, those kinds of cards. So you need a second backup in case one goes kaput. Of course, also we play Desires, so having a second one's going to make sure that more often than not you can play the game.
Fair enough.
And just one Falco. You want to send it when you have everything else rolling, and it's a pretty good part of your recursion engine, but it's not fully necessary. So we only play one, search it when we need it, that kind of thing. And because we have Stallio again, and resolving Gazelle and Stallio on the same turn generally means you get both your 4s anyway.
Fair enough.
I played Parallel Exceed. A lot of people are cutting this card, but this is just a free rank 4. It's a free Cybers extender, goes into Update Jammer, goes into rank 4s, and yeah, goes into my rank 4 Spice in the extra deck, which we'll get to shortly.
Spice, of large quotation
marks. Huge Spice. And then Buffalo, the only normal summon in the deck. It's the most resilient normal summon like ever printed. This card's actually cracked. Don't play Lady Debug at all. That card's... Okay, so there's an argument to play 1 Lady Debug and 1 Prohibit Snake if you're expecting like a ton of Shaddoll invoked, but I was more expecting Salamangreat, Striker, Tri-Brigade, Drytron, because the first 2 are like pet decks that everyone has and they came off the list and they're very popular, and the latter 2 are just the 2 best decks of the format, so...
I mean, hey, the logic paid off.
Yeah, I wasn't super worried about Shaddoll invoked and I didn't end up seeing it, so it worked.
I don't think anyone played Shaddoll invoked today.
I saw one guy on it. Then for spells, this is all very standard.
Yeah, just like the staple cards. We all know what these cards do.
3 will always. This card is just the best extender. This is one of the only cards that let you play through things in this deck, so we played 3.
Token Turbo.
Exactly. Engine requirements, 1 of each. I know people like to bump these up a ton, but you really only need 1 of each. And now our going second cards. So this is a 41 card list, unfortunately. I usually don't like to do that, but I don't like to cut to 2 random cards just to make it 40.
Too many good cards.
Yeah, exactly. So I opted for Phantasme. I felt like it was very strong against everything but Drytron, and even against Drytron you can summon it sometimes. Ash Blossom hits everything. Nibiru, while not the strongest card this format, is actually, it's the highest impact when it resolves, and Salamangreat is a pretty low ceiling for the first turn or 2, so you want a card that's like very high impact. Then the Infinite Impermanence, this card hits like literally everything. It just destroys Tri-Brigade. That's the main deck.
Yeah.
I can go again. Shiro Tatamen Deluxe.
That's me. Can we put it here?
Yeah,
Shout out to the restaurant.
You can cut it out in the middle, right? Oh, yeah, right. That's it.
No, that's the experience.
Alright, on to the extra. Played a 15-card extra deck, as it were. I went for all the standard. I kept in Helio. I cut this card last format, but we've slowed things down after this last ban list. Striker, Salamangreat, people are playing these decks again, so this card's really good. The Cybers package, Splash Mage, Update, Transcode, and Access Code.
Also very self-explanatory.
Yeah, these cards are just the explosivity and the high aggressiveness of the deck. We got Stalio back. This card's cracked. This card is a going second card. It keeps you consistent. It's very nice.
Would you say like the Mirage made like a big difference, or was it just like
Huge
okay?
difference.
Going deluxe, extra egg.
The deck plays largely the same.
Tantamen deluxe.
Sorry, I made it spicy.
Yeah. No worries.
Oh no.
No, that's perfect. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta cut this out.
no, we're keeping this in.
You gotta cut it out, dude. No one's gonna like it. Trust.
Fair.
All right, we're back. So yeah, Salamangreat Stalio definitely made a huge difference. It's a huge consistency piece, but the deck kind of does the same thing that it did before. It would set up kind of mid-range board, turn one, maybe one negate, maybe two negates, hand traps in hand, and the next turn go in for an access code OTK.
Absolutely.
But it made your turn one setups way more consistent to have Stalio, and this card outs things that you couldn't out before without like random shit.
Fair enough.
One Dweller, this card still is an FTK against a ton of decks, and then one Dugaris. This is the spice of the extra deck. I'm resolving this card's draw effect more often than anything else, and it's a fire monster. You can recycle it and use it to go up into a Salamangreat Sunlight Wolf, so it's very good.
How many times did it come up today?
It came up so much, man. Every time someone makes a big guy, I can make a bigger guy. And that's huge, because anyone who's played Salamangreat for a long time knows
They
that
know.
you don't have many.
1900.
You don't have very many big guys. 1900 is a huge problem. If someone unironically played 1900 beats, like from Progression Series, they have a pretty good.
Play Gene Warped Werewolf.
They have a pretty good win rate. Oh, but Gene War Werewolf, don't even get me started. That card destroys me. All right, going into the side deck. This one's very standard. Best going second card.
Yep.
Dark Ruler No More. This is specifically for Drytron, because this card's cracked. I played Mystic Mine.
Disgusting.
Before you get too excited, I never sided this in. It never came up. But this is very good. Very, very good against Tri Brigade. And making Heat Leos under this, getting rid of their revolt while it's not live is very strong.
All right.
For back row hate, I played Cosmic and Harpies.
Simulator.
Yeah. So my round 6 opponents, somehow the other guy who I get paired up with after making top 8 is a Trickstar player, like pure Trickstar with burn cards and like weird. It was a weird deck.
Weird garbage.
And I opened this combination. And this was an FTK against him. I set these 2 cards, I activate this, he sets 3 spells, I Harpy's Feather Duster. Sorry, buddy, but that's GG's. I mean, it is what it is.
Hey, man,
Sometimes
he
your
deserved
opponent
it.
has it. But yeah, you know, just standard back row hate. This bit me in the ass once where I tried to Cosmic, and then he made Dragoon and I just had like no life left.
Oh.
My only loss today was against Trap BA, because game 1 he opens multiple Solemn Strikes, Harpy's Feather Duster, and then
Just like engine.
and then makes a Zeus. I can't kill that, and then the next game you just like kind of the same thing. I bricked, I couldn't play. And then yeah, I played for the last
Pure
4 cards.
Simulator.
Yeah, these are like the best floodgates right now. Again, Shadal Invoked loses to these cards. Striker is very popular, even if it's not one of the best decks, and it loses super heavily to these cards. Adrian's laughing because it knows it's true. That deck is Garbanzo Beans, and it loses to cards that we're already playing for other stuff. I don't need Lancia, I don't need Droll and Lockbird. We just want to play the game every single turn, and if we get to play the game, we win because we're playing Salamangreat.
Fair enough.
And it's as simple as that.
Right, run me down your matchups.
Yeah, I played, I don't know if I remember the order, but what I played against was Magical Musketeers. That guy, admittedly, so that was a 2-0. Admittedly, he would have won a game if he just played Utopia Double. So if that guy's watching, please start playing Utopia Double. I played against both Trap BA and Combo BA. I lost to the Trap one because he just drew insane traps. The Combo BA guy I won. I played against Tri Brigade, I played against Drytron, and then I played against Trickstar, like pure Trickstar burn.
Fuck Trickstar.
And so we went 5-1. We only lost to the Trap BA player, but we won in top cut, and then we split at top 4. So.
Fair enough. All right, any final words?
No, Salamangreat's the best. Salamangreat is a sleeper. It's actually like maybe the best deck right now. It's as low as like fourth best deck. I think that like Tri Brigade, Drytron are really, really good. They're probably the 2 best
They're
decks.
not.
But I beat both of those decks today, so
Yeah,
who knows?
yeah.
Salamangreat's kind of crazy. All right, that's it.
Hell yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah.